Hey there everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to some Kerbal Space Program. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yes, it has. My bad on that. Partially because I've been screwed over in the past couple of weeks by work and most recently by a big ass ice storm in Toronto. It knocked out power for about I think I went 60 hours without power. So yeah, that was a great time, yay! But anyhow, let's jump into some KSP because it's been a while and I really want to play again, especially because we are checking out the new version 0.23. So this video is just going to be a quick little let's look at 0.23. I haven't actually tried 0.23 yet, so let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. Yeah, let's start a career mode because there's some career changes that I want to check out. But anyhow, so 0.23, as I'm sure most of you guys already know, has been out for a week or so, I believe. I actually haven't had a chance to play with it yet, but yeah, it's been out for a week. So let's talk about some of the changes that they've made as we look at this. I feel like the graphics are just not as good. Maybe I did turn down some of the options, as they tend to do, because the game runs much smoother with some of the options turned down, something like the texture things and whatnot. But anyways, let's check out the changes here. If it will load up, I've got the changelog on my fancy new phone, but it's being stupid and slow. So anyway, let's jump into the VIB because I know one of the things that they've done. Come on, guy, what are you doing, stupid phone? There we go. Anyways, oh crap, I guess we can't actually see it here, can we? Nope, we can't, because this is a brand new game, and we don't have anything unlocked. But they did add, actually, a very important new part, the Rapier engine, which is, actually, I wonder if we have it in the spaceplane hangar. I doubt it's unlocked off the start. It would not make any sense for it to be unlocked off the start. Yeah, no, we don't. Oh, wow, look at that. These descriptions are all fancy now. Right mouse button for more info. Oh, what? That is sick. And it, like, stays on there when you right-click. That's actually really handy. Cool. Yeah, so they made some minor UI changes, which are definitely for the better. Things are a bit more noticeable now. I mean, even before, you didn't really have much to worry about. All the information was there, but you did have to look for it. Now they just have everything laid out for you. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice. You can see the 63 centimeters. It gives you the height of it. Nice. I feel like there's actually quite a bit more info than they provided before. Sweet. All right, so that's one of the changes. I actually didn't even know about that one, unless I missed it on the list. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, the Rapier engine, let's actually check that baby out. We'll jump into a sandbox game real quick here. So the Rapier engine is the KSP equivalent to the Sabre engine. It's a real-life engine being developed by the British Aerospace Corporation. Oh god, I can't remember what their name. I don't know if it's like the British NASA or not, and I'm gonna sound like an idiot for not checking this out before. But yes, that's what it's based on, and what the Sabre engine is, and therefore what the Rapier engine is. It's a hybrid engine, so it basically you can stick it on to like a single stage to orbit, and the way it works is it's going to be in jet mode when you're flying through the atmosphere, and then as soon as it hits as soon as it doesn't have air passing through the intakes anymore, and at that point you would turn on your rocket engines. Well, the Rapier engine turns into a rocket engine, so it then begins burning extra fuel as oxidizer. So yeah, you've got some rocket fuel. It's not as efficient as a rocket, and it's not as efficient as a jet, but it just seems to be generally better than, trying to stick like an aerospike on there, for example. Where is it? There it is. There's the Rapier engine. The Reactive Alternate Propellant Intelligent Engine for Rockets. Cool. Designed to fill a gap in... Yeah, alright. So the max thrust... I guess there's two max thrusts, one being in the atmosphere, one being the jet, and then one being the rocket. and it gives you even the vector range on the gimbal. That's really neat. I'm actually really happy with these changes. It's a lot of numbers, and most things, I assume most players are not even going to pay attention to them, but it's pretty good to have. I mean, like, even gives you the consumption rate of things. That's really cool. So yeah, that's the Rapier engine. There it is, and it's every time I say Rapier, half the time it sounds like I'm saying the Raper engine. Yeah, we're gonna rape those Kerbal skies. Anyways, yeah, as you can see, it's actually 4 engines instead of just 1, so that's pretty neat. Let's build something with this. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Let's build something real quick. Why not? I don't want to spend too much time here. So we're gonna need. I guess we put regular jet fuel on, right? That's how that works. Put a couple of those on. Sure. Why not? Sounds good. And we will toss a cockpit on there. We'll put this bad boy on because this one actually has an IVA view. I'm still surprised that this other cockpit does not have an IVA view. But, you know, eventually I'm sure that it will. We're going to need some sort of a nose cone type dealie. Do we have... hey, we have the nose cone. That looks horrible. What's that? Oh yeah, that's another new part. I'll talk about that in a second. I don't even care what I put on the front here. So let's put an SAS on there. Because, yeah, why not? And then we shall toss one of these guys, a ram air intake on the front. There we go. That's our plane. No, I'm just kidding. We're not quite done yet. Center of lift, center of... Well, I guess we don't have a center of lift because we have no wings yet. So there's the delta wings. Excellent. And we will put them like here-ish. Sure, why the hell not? And flip these guys around and bam! More wings, or more surfaces, more control opportunities. Sure, whatever. Don't listen to this guy. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about half the time. Alright, and we shall toss a tail fin on there as well, because those are always handy. You know, for, you know, turning sideways and whatnot. And I suppose we're going to need some wheels on this thing too, aren't we? Wheels. Wheels are under utility. There we go, gear bays. So we shall toss a couple of them. I can't get in there. Yeah, somewhere like around here should be good. Whoa, that's not how I meant to put them. There. That should be fine. Yes. I would like to hope. Chances are it won't be. But, you know, whatever. It's all good. And flip you around, and there we go. So we have a a really crappy looking plane. But hey, it's a plane. So let's I think this thing should fly, right? Yeah, it'll fly. It'll totally fly. I suck at building planes, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, so they have added a few things which might make the game actually a bit more complicated than it should be for a new person. And I don't really know how to get into that. It's something called tweakables, where you can... Ah, okay, so that's what it is. So you basically have more options. Invert steering. What does that mean? Unlock steering. Lock steering. I don't know. But yeah, so tweakable. So you can basically like right-click on almost anything and like do stuff. So wow, that's awesome. Even the control surfaces, you can turn off some of those things. That is super handy. I'm gonna be clicking on all the damn things. Okay, so apparently those don't do anything. SAS, yeah, that's the same. It's the same. Wings? No, wings don't do anything. Anyways, let's see what this thing can do. And it will automatically switch to... Oh, that looks cool. It sounds cool. It'll automatically switch to rocket mode. Oh, crap. Ah, crap. Come on, baby. Whee! That is... Get up. Yeah. Yeah, we're flying. Totally flying. Just ignore what happened earlier. We are definitely good. Let's point straight up and see what happens. Yeah, okay, so missing a wing is bad. Who would have thunk it, right? Anyways, yeah, this engine's pretty cool. Let's go. I'm trying to point it up, but oh my god, this is brutal. Like wants to flip over every time. Come on, buddy, go up, 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 up. All right, yeah, it's working. Yeah, she's working, sort of. Toggle mode. Oh, so you can toggle it yourself. It's not doing anything. Okay, so I guess the... Whoa, buddy. What are you, No. What are you doing? What are you doing? So I guess the rocket part of it can't actually be activated unless it's in the atmosphere. Manual switching. Close cycle. Whee! Oh, I can't click on it anymore. Oh, and you can limit the thrust on it. Oh, that is actually... Okay, please stop spinning. I want to... Whatever. Just the fact that you can actually limit the thrust on individual engines is amazing. Because basically it'll... And they fix the loud noise when you crash into the water. Sweet. But yeah, yeah, wow, that's actually really cool. The fact that they now allow you to alter the thrust on individual engines. So you can basically have, you know, your more powerful engines be limited to like half thrust, so you're not wasting fuel when you're in the atmosphere. With like a rocket engine, for example, when you're taking off. That's actually really, really cool. All right, neat. Well, let's that rapier test was pretty bad, but let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, there's that other thing that I pointed out before, the lab. It's a portable lab. It's a new science unit. This thing right here, the mobile processing lab. So it's a new science unit. As far as I know, it does science by itself. But also, they've now changed the way that science works. So basically, you can't max out your science just by transmitting data. You have to start bringing data back. So you can't just do like a crazy trip and then hang out in orbit somewhere out like in Joule or whatever and just send all your data back. No. Now you actually, there's a cap on it. I don't know if there's an actual like physical cap or... Well, basically the way it works, the way they adjusted the science modules is you need to have one of these labs on there. And you'll use this to basically like scrub the other, what are they called? The other modules down, the other science modules. So once they've collected their data, they can send it, but some of those science modules can only send it once before they need to be scrubbed down by the mobile lab. So basically it has to process the data that's in that lab. Otherwise, it would just be lost data. So yeah, so this thing will be used to do that, to basically reset your science modules. And at the same time, they've also made it so that you can have your Kerbal go on EVA, and when he's on EVA, he can drop by one of the science modules and pick up the data himself, and then store it in the capsule, sort of like how you had the EVA reports or the surface samples before. So that's pretty neat. It'll make science gathering a little bit more difficult, a little bit more intense, I guess. There's just more involved altogether in gathering science now, and you can actually, I guess this is kind of a interesting feature, but I don't know. Yeah, you can't check it here, but you can actually go back and look at all the science that you've collected. Something called the Science Archives. Let's go check out the other save. It's basically why I started the other save, is because I wanted to check out these Science Archives, which will be empty in this case, but you know, it's a thing. But yeah, between the Rapier engine and the tweakables, I'm actually pretty happy with this update. They didn't add a whole lot more than that. There's obviously some more bug fixes and whatnot. Actually, one of the biggest upgrades or upgrades, whatever. One of the biggest changes is that they upgraded to the latest version of the Unity engine, so things just should run smoother in general. So hopefully, you know, my Kerbozord with like 800-900 parts actually will be able to run properly, or not at like 2 frames a second. Cool. So you can actually look through all the different places and look at the data that you gathered there. That is really neat. I wonder if this save is compatible with the old saves, or if this version is compatible with the old saves. It should be. I haven't heard anything about it not being compatible. So yeah, that's pretty neat, because if it is compatible, then next time we've got a whole bunch of data to look at. And on that note, one of the things that they also added is they've actually added a biome map to Minmus. So if you were aware before, there were only biome maps on Kerbin and the Moon. So there's different places. Like, for example, if you go here, this would be the desert. If you're here, this would be the highlands. Then there's a different biome up here, and so on and so forth. On the Moon, you have the same sort of thing. You have all the different craters are basically different biomes. And Minmus was kind of left out. So the way Minmus was before is basically anywhere you go on Minmus, it counts as the same biome. So now they've changed that. So I'm guessing basically each one of these ice lakes will be a different biome. Maybe some of these hills, like some of the tallest hills, like looks like this is like a little mountain type thing, so that might be a different biome. This is probably a different biome here, this nipple looking thing right here. So yeah, so this definitely means some more changes to science. We're actually gonna have to go back to Minmus. We don't have to go there just once and be done with our science. I think when I did my science mission in Minmus, I got... Okay, I'm probably gonna be totally mistaken here, but I think it was around 800 science, 800 or 900 science, and that was just from sitting in one spot and spamming science, basically. So not only can I not really do that anymore, the whole spamming thing just won't work as effectively. Now there's also different biomes, so yes, things are changing for the better. Let me see, what else has been changed? Yeah, that's about it, actually. It was mostly just the changes to the science system, and the only two new parts were the Rapier engine and the mobile processing lab. So other than that, things are still basically the same, but just these minor changes are enough to make me excited about the game again. Not that I lost excitement, mind you, but, you know, it's nice to have new things added into a game that you play frequently enough. Not as frequently as I should, actually. I really want to start posting more KSP videos. I just hit that roadblock with the Kerbozord, and that kind of made me go bleh, and I didn't really want to play any more KSP for a while. I know I'm a bit of a loser that way, but it's all good. Anyways, I'm probably gonna leave the episode off here. I know we haven't done much, but like I said at the beginning, this was more of a let's look at point 2-3. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little review, I suppose, of the latest version of KSP. And if you did enjoy the video, well, you know what to do. Maybe drop a comment, drop a like down below, and yeah, all that other fun stuff that definitely helps us YouTubers out. And at the same time, that stuff that we absolutely hate saying. You will not find a single YouTuber that enjoys saying that crap. It's just, it helps us get seen and all that. Anyways, I'm gonna stop now because I sound like I'm like fishing for subs or views or whatnot. So anyways, if you enjoyed, let me know, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.